Today, we're going to talk about self-confidence. First, let me tell you the difference between self-confidence and self-worth and self-esteem. Let's clarify that message here because it seems to be a little bit overlapping. Secondly, I am going to give you the one tip, one technique that will help you to boost your self-confidence today already. And the third part would be I'm going to show you how to do it. First, the difference between self-confidence and self-esteem and self-worth. Self-confidence is the belief you have in your abilities. You see somebody who is confident in fixing windows. Oh, he's very confident. He has done it so many times. Belief in abilities and specific skills. Self-esteem is how you estimate, how you see, you feel, you think about yourself. And self-worth is a more global concept of whether you are thinking of yourself as a worthy person or not. And when we're talking about worthy, we talk about worthy of love, worthy of connection, worthy of attention, worthy of happiness, being happy, whatever. And you can be confident, you can have self-confidence without having a lot of self-worth. One doesn't lead to the other. But of course, there is some overlap and some interrelation. Let me give you the tip that I would like you to already practice it from today. In 3 words, this tip is keep your promises. We all have things that we would love to accomplish in a day, and this doesn't need to be only work related. It's not about finishing the report. It's not about talking to the client. It's not about having a meeting with your colleagues. It doesn't need to be that kind of goal or task. Promises is something way smaller. For example, I promise to myself that I'm going to make my bed this morning. And it's evening already, and look at it. It's like the way I woke up this morning. I didn't keep the promise that I made to myself. Another one, I haven't talked to my grandma for, I don't know, weeks. I need to call her. Oh my God, it's the end of the day. I forgot to call her. Another promise not being kept. Today, I'm going to make a smoothie. Instead of having bread and cheese for snack, I'm going to make a smoothie. A lunch break comes, I don't have the time. I didn't even buy fruits for the smoothie. So I'm going to make the usual, even though I don't like it, even though I don't feel very happy about it. So you see small, tiny promises we made to ourselves that take something like 2 to 5 minutes and we don't keep them. Unfortunately, they are stored in our brain as failures, even though it's small. And not only failures, but even worse than that, our brain says, if you didn't manage to make your bed that takes 15 seconds, what can I expect from you? So you see, the confidence already starts ruining the self-esteem. I don't know what to expect from you in generally, not only whether I can expect you to be able to make your bed, but I don't know what to expect from you in general. Because if you didn't make this 15 seconds thing, then how are you going to do something more complicated than that? So the advice, the technique is keep your promises. And then let's go to the third part. How am I going to keep my promises? Because I didn't intentionally forgot to call my grandma. I didn't intentionally forgot to make my bed. I just forgot it. I know. I believe you. It happens to everybody. We forget. We have so busy lives. We prioritize work, and sometimes we forget these small things. However, as I said, they register in our brain as failures, as mistakes, and we don't want that. So what we can do is change our environment. Put reminders, set reminders on your phone. I will call my grandma today, no matter what. I definitely have 5 minutes to talk to her, definitely. No matter how busy I am, I can call her. Put a reminder on your phone at 2 o'clock, because you know that's the time that she wakes up from her noon nap, whatever. I'm going to call her. And then by changing your environment, by using your environment for these reminders, then you will keep your promises. You're not keeping your promises not because you're a bad person, but because it's a new habit that has not been established in your brain and in your life. So we're changing that by using the environment and adding and setting reminders, or adding visual reminders around us. So, for example, you can put a post-it that says, make your bed, and put it on the door so that before you leave the room, you make your bed. You go back and you make your bed. So use your environment, reminders, have your friend call you and tell and remind you, or WhatsApp you and remind you. Did you call your grandma? Or arrange with your friend, partner, whatever, sister, brother, every week, once a week, to go do the groceries together so that you have the fruits you want for your smoothie. Engage somebody from your environment so that they can become your accountability buddy. And then once you start keeping your promises, you will see how your confidence will boost. It's like a balloon. You forgot to call your grandma, it deflates. You forgot to make your bed, it deflates. You forgot to make your smoothie, no confidence at the end of the day. Keeping your promises, calling your grandma, making a smoothie, making your bed, it's a full balloon at the end of the day. You feel that you have accomplished, even though you didn't change the world, but still, your brain registers that. See, I'm doing what I consider as important in my life. I'm checking the list. I am meeting my expectations. I'm keeping my promises. That's what kind of person I am. So you see that the confidence that you build day by day will also fuel slowly the image that you have about yourself, the self-image. I am a good person. I'm keeping my promises. I'm not only checking the tasks related to work, but also all the other things that are important for me. So there is difference between confidence, self-confidence, and self-esteem. Keep your promises, because that's how your brain understands that you are able to do big things because you're doing the small things. And thirdly, in order for these small changes to happen, these small promises to be kept, change your environment. Use your environment for reminders and visual reminders so that you will keep that promise. So, was it helpful? Did you get a good idea of what you need to do? Start already today. That's why I told you, you can build confidence already today. What are 2 promises that you want to keep today? Small, tiny things. Tiny things. Let me know whether you kept your promise. Okay, let's do that. I'm looking forward to reading your 2 promises and take it a step further. Thank you. Have a good day.